Hello everyone. This week on my YouTube channel I'm going to be showing you how I put the cover onto these little board books. I only had the cover to finish on this little board book that I've upcycled, and I add the cover to this one, and I also finished this last page. So these papers that I have created were actually done for a project as a collaboration for Drew Steinbrecher. He is hosting a gel printer summit this year. There's 14 of us all going to be filming little videos and showing the way that we use our gel plates and showing a little project that you can see it as a finished piece. I wanted to concentrate on prints that looked like ceramic pots, so I did these prints and then I've made it into a finished still life painting. So if you're interested in watching that, I'll put a link below so you can find out a bit more about it. And I'll be sending out more information on my newsletter over the coming weeks. Okay, so let's get started with our board books, and I'll show you how I glued the cover on and finished the last page in this one. Okay, so let's get started with that. So this one cover is done with a botanical theme. So these are great for exploring different colours and pattern ideas that just spark ideas for bigger paintings. Quite like this sort of more neutral colours in this one with the text from the dressmaking fabric there. These little graphic elements here I like. Sometimes I'll write, use them like a journal. I'll take notes from books I'm reading so that they're a bit more personal to me, these little books. So you can use jelly prints or any collage papers. These are actually napkins I've used in because I just like the graphic element on the napkin. And this was part of a jelly print that perhaps I wouldn't have liked, but as a page this works quite well. And then I've used some different techniques here, and this little bit here is done with modelling paste scraped through a stencil to make this. And a way to stop the pages sticking together is I've got a bit of old candle wax, and I just rub that over the pages once they're dry, completely dry and cured. You rub it over, that stops the pages sticking together and your pages ripping. So that's that one. So I think this was the same series of prints I'd done, with the colours are very similar. With this is botanical themed cover there. And that's one of my first pages. So this little bird inspired a whole series of paintings. So he was stenciled on top of the jelly print and then hand painted and hand drawn. This is a very mixed media page, isn't it? I've got some butterfly stickers that I had and little hand painted leaves here. Just keep going, that's what this page is. Just keep practicing and showing up for your art, and it will develop into something beautiful and unexpected. This was experimenting with image transfer here. Just a little bit of practice drawing my thoughts there. Just using things like old envelopes, just interesting. I love doing portraits with text behind. Just a little bit of the envelope peeling up there. That was quite a nice combination of papers in that one. This one here was an old napkin I've used and then just painted into it. So if you're not confident with painting, that's a great way to get started, just to use napkins in little sketchbooks and that, just to build your confidence. This was one I filmed a while back, showing you my process for this one, so I'll put the link below if you want to watch the process for that one as well. That was a few weeks ago I did that. So that's the last page. We like cuddling, just us two. Aww. It's a while ago now since I had a baby that size. blue. Okay, so I've got all my pages finished now. I just need to sort of tidy up the edges on this one and file it a little bit just to make it nice and tidy. And this one here, so I've got my cover on. I just need to tidy that up, and that's the last page in the book, so I'll work into that a little bit more, I think. I'm going to start with this one. So I've got a nice sharp edge there, so I'm just going to trim the edge of the paper. I've just left this for a wee while to dry, and you really should leave it overnight to dry so it's completely dry, so you've got less chance of the paper ripping. That's a sharp knife. I think when it's a little tiny bit of edge like that, I think it's actually easier to do it with a nail file, just in a downward direction. Oh, that looks really cute now. Oh, bookie. So that's 2 little board books completed now. So I hope you enjoyed following along and watching this process while I created these books. They've been on the go for a little while now, so it was nice to get them finished. They're quite satisfying little projects to work on and use up your prints that you have in your stockpiles. So thanks very much for watching, everybody, and I will see you soon. Bye for now.